Alrighty guys, so welcome back for yet another Dokkan battle video, and today we are gonna go ahead and showcase the new banner unit Vegeta. So right off the bat, this Vegeta is a very good unit in my opinion. The only thing that I would say kind of brings this unit down is pretty much kind of like the way his passive is kind of built, because again, this guy does get a lot of attack and defense from his passive, but it's really built upon the fact that he has to do a multitude of attacks. So thankfully they're just like normal attacks and not like super attacks. But again, this Vegeta has to do, I think, 3 attacks to get 100% attack and defense, and then he has to do another I think he has to do 3 attacks for, again, the extra 100% attack and defensive boost, and then another 2 attacks for a total of 5 attacks to get another 100% attack and defense. Let me quickly go ahead and pull up this guy's info in the Dokkan wiki, because your boy cannot read Japanese. I wish I could. That actually would be pretty dope. So yeah, this guy gets okay, never mind. Wait, I'm confusing myself here. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's hop right in. Again, I'll go more into his passive once we're actually in the showcase part of the video, because I am confusing myself already, so that's a wonderful start to the video. So anyways, let's go ahead, let's hop right in, and let's see what this Vegeta can do at the 55% level. Alrighty guys, so we're here on our 200% leader skill. Wait, I think it is. Wait, is this guy on the 200% leader skill? I'm pretty sure this Vegeta is on a 200% leader skill. Yeah, because he's Vegeta's family and Gift Warrior. So yeah, we're over here on the 200% leader skill, of course, led by Majin Vegeta. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's go into this guy's passive. So as I said before, he gets 100% attack and defense at the start. He gets another 100% attack and defense when attacking. So basically, like on super attack, on super attack. Also, when he just does a regular normal attack, say for example, if you aren't able to get a super attack with him, he does get that extra 100%. He also gets 3 ki and launches an additional attack with 3 or more ki spheres obtained, and then he launches an additional attack for 4 turns from the start of turn. He launches, he gets another 100% attack and defense starting from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle. And then attacks become effective against all types, starting from the turn in which the character performs the 10th attack in battle. So, just to basically go over this and recap it, by the way, this guy's defense is 66k. That is not good. That is not, wow, that is actually terrible. Okay. Not off to a very solid start with this Vegeta, if I'm being completely honest. He's gonna get 100% when he actually attacks. He also raises attack and defense on his super attacks, so he's getting a 30% rate. Yeah, this Vegeta, I don't think this Vegeta is gonna be very good until you get that extra 100% attack and defense. So again, I'm pretty sure I confused you guys when I was discussing what this guy does, but in essence, again, 100% at the start, 100% when he attacks. He launches an additional attack, so a regular normal attack. So 2 million right there, not too impressive considering, again, this guy's defensive level. But so there you go. There's the additional attack. There's the other one, because again, so he guaranteed launches another one and gets 3 ki if you give him 3 or more ki spheres obtained. So we got 4 ki spheres there, so that's where the first additional attack came from, and then he would have also given himself 3 ki, but again, since he's really not an LR, it's not easy to tell. So there's that. And then he also got another additional attack because for 4 turns, this guy gets another guaranteed additional attack. So in total, this Vegeta, again, if you get lucky also with this hidden potential system, can do a total of 4 attacks in 1 turn, which again coincides with this passive where if you do 5 attacks, he gets another 100%. So again, this Vegeta just has a lot of layers in him, so it just really kind of makes a little bit confusing when you read it and like try to process it all. So basically this Vegeta, you just want to do as many attacks with him as possible. That's essentially what you want to do with him. Because again, after he's done 5 attacks, he gets another 100% guaranteed, like that's what he gets. And then he also becomes super effective against all types when you've done his 10th attack. So again, like I said, you just want to do as many attacks as possible with this Vegeta. And just based off of his initial attack stat, again, of 2 million, with defense being 66k, he's really not looking very impressive. Being completely honest with you, he's not looking to me to be a very impressive unit. Just being very honest about it. Because again, 66k really isn't going to cut it. Again, I've seen better 55% units. For example, third form Frieza. Much better 55% unit. Because third form Frieza is also giving support. Which, again, this Vegeta is not. Like, if this Vegeta had the exact same passive, but he was like a 2-key and 30% support unit, like, I really wouldn't have mind. Like, that would have been fine. Like, if he was 2-key 30% to Mastered Evolution, or 2-key 30% to Android / Cell Saga, I would have been completely fine with that. Absolutely fine. But he doesn't do that. So, unfortunately for this Vegeta, like I said, he falls very short. So we did our 6th attack there, so he would have automatically gotten that extra 100% attack and defense, but again, unfortunately, we did go ahead and kill this Gohan boss before he could do that. And I think this guy started out in slot 2, which was a little bit unfortunate, but again, that's just really how it is with most Dokkan events nowadays is, you know, they're very easy to beat. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's continue on. Again, this is going to be the best look we've seen from him, because again, this is a 200% leader skill as well. Like, keep this in mind. Majin Vegeta is giving 200%, and his defense was only 66k. Like, that's not what I would consider to be too impressive. But again, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, so we're here on the Pure Saiyan / Mastered Evolution team. Unfortunately, this Vegeta here started out in slot 3, so again, we're not going to be able to see as much as we could from this Vegeta as, you know, I would have wanted to. So, first of all, he's at 58k defense, no support. Again, not very impressive by any means, because again, he does get 100% on super and then 30% on super attack effect, but all in all, his defense is going to be like 100 and maybe 15k, 120k if I really wanted to highball it. So again, this is, again, like I've been saying, is where my issues kind of arise with this unit is, like, he could have been so much more, you know? Like, they could have given him a 100, like, literally 100% when attacking, and then another 100% when super attacking for a total of 200%. And I think that would have made this Vegeta significantly better. But again, man, like, this Vegeta is very situational, and is what I'm really starting to think about him. Again, he's going to be a very situational unit. And I think most importantly of all is he's a unit that you, I think, desperately, just like, by the way, just to bring up this character too, but just like Broly here, you really want to have dupes in him. Like, I really don't think this Vegeta is going to be a good unit if you don't have at least 2 dupes in him, which is a little bit unfortunate, again, for those of you who pulled this Vegeta. Again, I'm not saying that he's like a complete, like, garbage unit, or that he's going to be completely, like, unusable, or like just complete utter fodder. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but I just personally think the flaws that this guy innately has built into his passive, again, with the low stats being, you know, of course, a banner unit, plus the fact that, again, he's really not getting that much at the start. Again, 100% is nice, but that's usually for, like, LRs is what they give that to now. Like, LRs have 100% at the start, but LRs at the same time, like, they have, like 15,000, 14,000, 13,000 to defenses, you know? Things that are, like, really freaking good. This Vegeta, on the other hand, I mean, you take a look at him. He's at 6,000 to defense. Like, this guy, the 100% is really not going to do a lot for him. So, unfortunately, like, this guy is just really just going to be falling short. most of the time, which again is really unfortunate because again, I like the design of this guy. Like, I like the multitude of attacks that he can do. Like, I like what they were going for with him. It's just that they just really fell short with him. Of course, because again, we weren't able to showcase him that much on this team here, we are going to go ahead and showcase him again on the 200% Majin Vegeta team. But of course, that's going to be like to like the very end. We're going to do one final team if, again, I can find a friend in the friend system. But we are going to do one final team with this Vegeta. So let's go ahead and let's head on over there. Alrighty, guys. So now we are back on the 200% leader skill because, again, the last team that I was going to do was the Super Saiyans team. But, again, that leader skill is a 150% to defense. And, yeah, I didn't want to make this Vegeta look bad or worse than he kind of already has made himself look. So, for that reason, I kind of, like, steered clear away from that team. Because, again, I do want to get the part of his passive where we get that extra 100% to his attack and defense. So we have him here again back on the 200% leader skill. We do have a 22% support coming from, again, the Vegeta and the Bulma unit, so that's why his defense is at 73k, which with that extra bonus of defense coming from the support, that should put his defense at around 150k, 149, 150k, around there. So again, he is getting quite a bit of a substantial buff from the Vegeta and Bulma support. We're actually going to go ahead and float off the Vegeta and Bulma support in favor of, again, having a lot more of his links active, which is literally every single one except, I think that's Royal Lineage, if I'm not mistaken. Again, your boy's trying to start memorizing these links, but that may or may not be quite an ordeal in and of itself. So anyways, this is our first attack, and again, we have to do a total of 5. Once you get that 5, you know, that 5th attack in, I believe it immediately applies the the extra 100% attack and defense. So again, just how we always do it, always target Bojack, man. Bojack, again, is a boss with infinite health, so no matter what we do to him, he's just never gonna die, which is, again, really nice about this Bojack event, and something that honestly I think they should be doing for every single Dokkan event, like, moving forward. Like, have one of the bosses be literally just, like, straight up invincible, because I mean, that's what makes it so good. Like, literally, that's what to me makes this Bojack boss fight or like this Dokkan event so fun to do, is that, again, Bojack himself has infinite health, so you can, like, set up rotations or build up a unit's passive, like, for example, LR Janemba, who has to do a certain amount of attacks. I think it's a total of 3 attacks in, like, slot 2 or 3 to build up his passive. So again, that's a really cool added bonus of this, is that, you know, you could put Janemba in slot 2 for, you know, X amount of turns to build him up. For this Vegeta, for example, with this multitude of attacks, we can go ahead and have him target Bojack. I think that was 4 attacks in total, so again, I think we completely got his passive built up. Again, we saw what he was with support was at 73k, so if his defense is above that next turn, we for sure know that we got his passive to go ahead and activate here. But again, dude, they have got to make more Bojack event bosses, because I love this guy. I love this Dokkan event. Now, I know I'm kind of shifting the video from Bojack himself over to his Dokkan event, but man, dude, is it such a great Dokkan event. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and float off this unit once more, because again, I do want to get a rotation with them giving support, of course, to Vegeta here, because again, I do think Vegeta is going to be a decent unit, but like I was saying on the Pure Saiyan / Mastered Evolution team, I do think that team is going to be very heavily consistent. Not team, but Vegeta himself is going to be very, like, heavily consistent or dependent on whether or not you have dupes in him, because unfortunately for him, I do think he really is not going to be a unit you're really going to be using or want to use unless you got at least 2 dupes in him. Again, I mean, it's the same issue that I had with Broly. I forget, I think Broly maybe was one of the anniversary units, I want to say. Maybe, I think so. I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he was the anniversary banner unit. But again, that was like the main issue I had with Broly, is that again, Broly was good, but unless you had like 2 dupes in him, like I have a dupe, and even then that's not good enough. Like if you don't have 2 dupes in him, like the bare minimum, he's really not looking that impressive. So anyways, Vegeta now with the extra 100% defense does get quite a substantial buff. So right off the bat, he is a unit that you want to get to 5 attacks as soon as, like literally as soon as possible, because he already jumped up to 133k, and there is no support here. There is no support. Keep in mind he's gonna get 100% on super, so that's gonna put him at 266k, and then he's also getting 30% from his 133k defense, which I'm just gonna lowball it and give him 40k, putting him at 300k. So this Vegeta is good. Like, don't you dare get it wrong. He is good, but like I said, he's going to be very dependent on getting him those 5 attacks. That's pretty much what I would have to say about him. Really, other than that, I mean, I think this guy is great. Like, the multitude of, of additional attacks that he gets is really nice, because again, you could give him like full crit in his hidden potential system to maximize the amount of damage he's going to do. I mean, like I said, he's raising his attack and defense, so, he has that potential to, to double super. Just overall, again, I think he's going to be a fantastic unit. But like I said, and that heavily needs to be basically reinforced, is this guy needs to get 5 attacks, or else he's not going to be looking that good. Like, again, he is going to be relatively solid before, but you gotta get him those 5 attacks. You really have to. Other than that, I mean, I absolutely really like what they did with this unit. I think this guy's really good overall. He's just a very solid unit at 55%. Very, very good. All right, so we're going to get the final turn with him. Next turn is going to be the final one. Again, I was going to do some different leaders, but again, this video took me quite a while because, again, I cut most of it out because, dude, it takes so long sometimes just to find a friend. Like, this friend, Majin Vegeta, literally is at super attack level 1 and it's at 41%. Like, it's really hard to find friends out here sometimes. So with support, he's now at 148k. So again, he gets exactly that same number. So he basically doubles his defense on basically super attack, but also when he's attacking. So that's putting him at, if I do the math correctly, 196k plus 30% of that, which again, I'm going to lowball it again and give him 40 or 50k. That puts him at 320, 330k defense. So yeah, this Vegeta's good. He's a very, very good unit. Let's actually do this, because again, I don't want Vegeta to get sealed again like we did with Bujin, I think is what he's called. Is it Bujin? Or is it Beto? I feel like I'm confusing them. But again, like, this guy's good. Don't get it twisted. This guy's very, very good. I know I was maybe a little bit too harsh on him in the beginning of the video. But that's because, again, like, seeing him now, his attack stat is much, much better, 3.4. And then seeing everything that he does when he gets that extra 100% defense, it just really kind of like highlighted a little bit of an issue with him that I saw, which is he's just heavily dependent on getting those 5 attacks, which again is not a bad thing, because again, he does have the additionals built in, which is nice, but could be seen as a little bit inconsistent moving forward. I think that's the correct term. It's just going to be inconsistent. Like, it's not bad. It's just not something that you're going to be able to consistently get every single time. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's head on over now to the breakdown portion of the video. Okay guys, so basically, again, I do think this Vegeta is very good. I apologize for the dog barking in the back, but I do think this Vegeta is very good. Very good unit. Very solid at 55%, especially again once we were able to see what he can do when he gets those 5 attacks, completely in. Very good unit. Very, very solid. But again, really before you're able to do that, this guy is going to be very vulnerable. Though the good thing is that basically worded into his passive is that once he gets that 5th attack, he gets that 100% right then and there, I think is how it's worded, because it says plus an additional 100% attack and defense starting from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle. So I think in that very turn, you get that 5th attack, that 100% applies to him immediately, which is, again, what I believe the passive is telling us. So, again, very, very well-designed unit. My only critique would be, like, maybe I think they should have given him 2 additional attacks with, like, the 3 orbs that you give him, because, again, he does get 3 ki, and then, of course, an additional attack, a guaranteed additional, with, like I said, 3 orbs. So for me personally, again, I think they should have made it 2, because again, if you can get the 2 additional attacks plus the guaranteed additional attack that he launches for 4 turns from the start of turn, plus you get his additional hidden potential additional, again, that would have allowed him to get a total of 5 attacks, you know, in 1 turn, which in my opinion, like I said, would have been much, much better for his design overall. But again, that's just me nitpicking, you know, basically at this unit. But overall, again, very solid unit. His attack stats, again, really, I didn't focus too heavily on, because for me, it's mostly defense. Again, nowadays, again, defense is really what you want to be focusing on, like, on a unit instead of, you know, their attack stats. Because honestly, I could care less about attack stats. Because like I said, when you get like 10 attacks with this guy, he does become super effective against all types, which is nice. So in terms of like long events, like this guy's damage is going to be solid. Like it's not going to be insane, but it is going to be solid. So that's pretty much my only critique about him is, again, give him more built-in additionals, and that's pretty much it. But again, overall, very solid unit, very good. Really did actually surprise me. Again, I did not expect him to be that good when he got that extra attacking defensive buff. So again, that is going to do it for today's video, guys. You guys can let me know what you guys think of this Vegeta in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
The name of this one is Rosé. Oh, this is the power of legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Now I understand.